Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of July 2024 here, and this reading is for the Earth sign of Capricorn. As always, my gratitude. It is a blessing to be able to be here and do this work. You are part of that blessing. Thank you so much. Capricorn, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Capricorn, this is for you. If you are cross-watching for a Capricorn, this video is also relevant. So general reading, it may resonate a little differently for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, whatever, watch those videos as well to bring in additional insight and perspective. If something really does hit home for you and it really resonates and you'd like to, perhaps take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I'd love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you pretty quickly, the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide array of choices for reading options, all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, costs, spreads. There's something in there for everyone. I tried to include something in there for everyone, and I'm pretty diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if that's something you're interested in, please email me. Okay, for those of you who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both by Ciro Marchetti. Let's see, Capricorn, what the last half of July looks like for you. We begin with Judgment. Pretty big decisions here. Life path changing decisions. But your answerable form, which is what judgment means, right? What does it mean to be judged, truly? It means to be called to answer for our actions. So whatever you choose to do here moving forward, you're responsible for it. So think carefully. With the Hermit, it kind of underscores the whole message. The Hermit, regardless of the tarot deck you have, is usually portrayed as an aged person, right? Because we usually view people who are older as having a lot of wisdom gleaned from all of their life experience, their successes and triumphs, their failures and defeats. They've learned a lot, right? And they know how to take those lessons and take that acquired wisdom moving forward. Meaning, if you've learned your lessons, it means that you went through an experience and afterwards you went, you know what, I could have done that better, or you know what, I probably wouldn't do that again. And moving forward, now if you keep repeating the same mistakes, it means you didn't learn your lesson. But true lessons learned is kind of like true repentance. It means change, right? If you've changed based on your experience, that means you've learned your lessons. I sometimes have told my kids who are grown now, any wisdom I have today is gleaned from all the stupidity of my yesterdays, right? So making a wise decision, making a decision that will likely change your life path moving forward, because you have learned lessons, and because of that you've gained wisdom. You're going to continue to gain wisdom moving forward, but making significant decisions based on the wisdom you have. Wisdom meaning from your experiences, because that's how we gain wisdom. We're not born with it. Next we have the Eight of Coins, nose to the grindstone, working hard, paying attention to detail, solid, stable, earth energy here. This person has 8 coins. He's probably working on another one. Those coins are hanging behind him. This is about perfecting your craft, which again is about learning, moving forward. This is a work, nose to the grindstone, projects, being detail-oriented, careful, cautious, responsible, reliable, all of that. 3 of Cups, celebration, tribal energy, your friends, social connections in your community, parties. Some of you may be actually celebrating something. You might be celebrating a project that's finished or close to completion. You may be celebrating getting a job. You may be you may have been working hard at something, putting a lot of work and attention and detail into something, and now it's time to celebrate it moving forward. We'll clarify though. Next we have the Page of Coins, or the Page of Earth, or Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Might be a young person or a child. It could be represented by you as well, regardless of the age you're at. Starting off on a brand new path, a more practical path, and kind of having a bit more of an understanding of what's required of you on this path than you did before. Because the Page of Coins, or Pentacles, the Page of Earth, is starting off on a brand new path. But because it's Earth energy, this page is like, I know I have a lot to learn, but I have a deeper understanding and awareness where I am now of what it's actually going to take. With the sun, light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination, the pressures and heaviness and restrictions being lessened or negated, uplifted, because the sun is the most positive card in the tarot, particularly in its ability to influence the other cards around it. Just like when the real sun comes out, it shines over everything. It banishes, the shadows. It makes everyone feel better. It clarifies things. There's kind of a starting over, fresh new energy here. A re-energizing kind of feeling after whatever it is that you've been through and the lessons that you've learned. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of July, Capricorn, is death, endings, transformations, rebirth. Well, let's pare that down a little bit. So something is at an end. Starting over, new beginnings, making significant, profound decisions moving forward. With the Eight of Coins and the Three of Cups, Capricorn, it may be that you're deciding to knuckle down in the right way or something like that, and people around you might actually be applauding that. Might be that too for some of you. And again, that's all part of lessons learned. This hermit wasn't born a hermit. This hermit started off as a page like all of us, and through a lot of time, experience, trial and error, they've become the hermit. Not necessarily a solo energy, but somebody who's learned a great deal from their life path. And you see the lantern that he's holding up, right? Sometimes in other tarot decks, he's shown on an actual narrow, rocky mountain path. This lantern, holding up that lantern, and this lantern is symbolic for his life's experience, which is why he has so much wisdom now. And so he uses all of that life experience and all the lessons learned, symbolized by this lantern, to light the way, to see where he needs to step, especially during time periods where the path is really narrow and there's cliffs on either side. He uses that lantern to carefully place his feet so that he doesn't fall. That light is symbolic for his wisdom, which he has gotten from all his life experience. All right, death. Judgment again. Significant life path changing decisions. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism after probably big upset, big loss. The Star in the tarot comes after that Tower card where everything kind of crumbles to the ground, right? But after the smoke clears, the Star comes afterwards to restore, rebuild, renew hope, faith, and optimism. It's a card that represents wishes granted, but in a faith-based way, meaning, here, she's pouring her pitchers of water out into one large body of water. That large body of water really represents source, spirit, God, spirit, angels, guides, right? She's emptying everything out into the water, which is symbolic for her efforts, right? She's doing everything that's in front of her to do, that she knows to do. She's not holding anything back because she trusts that when she needs it, when she needs water, when she needs whatever she needs, or he, that's going to be given back to her as long as she does her part, right? It's committing yourself to the path in faith. And the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits. This might be about a relationship, this significant life decision. It might be that you're already in a relationship, romantic or otherwise, and the decision is being made by the two of you to end something and move forward on a brand new path. Judgment and the Hermit. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Strong moving energy here too. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is a new practical beginning because aces, of course, represent the number one. So this is the start or opportunity of a brand new path, which has earth energy. So it might be a new job, moving, relocating, a combination of all of those things. Perhaps money to start over again. With the Chariot, there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of challenges, but the Chariot is primarily a card of success. Success through perseverance, determination, willpower, not giving up. Whatever the challenges are, whatever the moving parts are, it's about kind of pulling everything together and making it go forward in one direction, right? And the Four of Pentacles kind of connects to that Hermit card, right? 4 is a number of stability. It can also be a number of stagnation, but here it's a number of stability. It's a card of economy as well here. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles is nicknamed the miser card. Maybe somebody who's lost quite a bit in the past. They don't want to lose anymore, so they're much more careful now. You know, it's a card about tightening your belt. Financially and materially, it's a card about not spending impulsively or emotionally. Do I actually need this or do I want this? You know, it's a card of being careful. It's a card of being economical, emotional, financial, material. Lessons learned here, moving forward. Feels like a lot of you guys are actually moving. Could be job though too, or a combination of both of those. All right, 8 of Coins, 3 of Cups. Okay, we have the Magician. I like seeing the Magician show up here because the Magician is kind of similar to the Hermit. Only the Magician is more like making it happen, you know, energy, right? The Magician started off as a lowly apprentice, didn't know anything, and through a long path of success and failure and triumph and defeat and trial and error, he's come to a place where he now has all the wisdom, knowledge, experience, and resources to take what he wants to have happen, his ideas and his dreams, and manifest them in practical reality, in physical reality, right? He knows it's not enough just to sit and dream. You have to put it all together yourself. The Magician is often shown as using or juggling each of the 4 symbols that represent each of the 4 suits in the tarot, because each of the 4 symbols represent something. Coins or pentacles is earth energy, practical, resourceful, job, work, career, finance, money, property, all of that kind of stuff, right? Swords is air energy. It's being able to use your mind to be smart. You know, it's about intellect. The Cups represents emotional energy, you know, the emotions that make us so human and drive us to do wonderful things and terrible things, right? Fire energy, this is our passion, our enthusiasm, our creativity and inspiration. That's what each of those symbols represent. And so the Magician represents having gotten to a place where you know how to make all of those things work for you in manifesting what you want into physical reality through your experience, your knowledge, your resources, and pairing it with the hard work and the lessons, right? 8 of Wands and 6 of Cups. Classic combination for returning home, returning to a place that you're familiar with, returning to almost that childlike sense here. 8 of Wands is a card of travel, of movement. Some of you may be traveling, moving, relocating, combination of all of those things, but to people, places, or situations which are familiar, because that 6 of Cups is a card about nostalgia, reminiscence, people, places, situations we have some kind of history with or historical connection. So working hard to do that. And there's also celebration in here as well, and working hard to overcome challenges, overcome perhaps habits or patterns which don't work for you. Page of Coins and the Sun. We have death again, endings, transformations, rebirth. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is somebody who's worked really hard to get to a place where they're now enjoying the fruits of those labors. It's a nice progression, the Page of Pentacles or coins with the Nine of Pentacles or coins, because this person in the Nine of Pentacles once started off as that page, and through a lot of hard work, perseverance, economy, smart decisions, they've gotten themselves to a place where they're now enjoying the fruits of their rewards. It didn't happen overnight. They worked and saved and and now they're enjoying that. So it feels like you're starting off on a brand new path of attaining that. And here we have the Hermit, which is kind of a God's advice here, Spirit's advice here, because we have the Hermit twice. Have, with the Sun and the Page of Coins or Pentacles, it's this lovely, fresh, exciting, childlike, a whole new path opening. But remember your experiences, remember your lessons. You're wiser now than you used to be. And maybe that wisdom came at a high cost. It often does with us human beings. But make it mean something, right? Take those lessons with you. Any final guidance, advice, feedback from Spirit for Capricorn, last half of July 2024. Six of Swords. A lot of cards about movement here, like physical movement, traveling or moving. Six of Swords. Leaving the worst of it behind you, right? Sailing into smoother, calmer, more peaceful, balanced, harmonious waters. Taking the swords with you. Again, those are lessons learned, right? You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're moving in the right direction. It is a card of healing. Ace of Swords, that knowledge, that perspective, that epiphany, truth revealed. You're taking that with you. Three of Wands, you've laid the groundwork for a better future and you're hoping to expand. You're feeling much more optimistic, positive, and hopeful. Kind of an echo of the reading itself. I'm going to leave it there. Capricorn, those are your messages for the last half of July 2024. I hope that for those of you for whom it hit home, that it resonated, that it was helpful for you. It gave you some food for thought or validated what's already going on for you in your life. Now, if it did resonate for you, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself, as a gift for someone else, or both, contact me, email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the August general readings. I do post regularly, every 2 weeks. And in the meantime, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.